Thank you all for coming today. We're going to make some chapatis. And this isn't going to be the normal way to make chapatis. There's a little bit of a spin on it, and we'll get into that. So first things first, you're just going to need some flour. Thanks to Amelia's, who provided this bread flour for us. We're going to grab our little dish we have to go ahead and put the flour in here. Got this at Goodwill. Really happy with this. So basically at this point, I typically just like to eyeball. I'm not the biggest for measurements. So from here you can just sort of add the flour that you need. You'll obviously want to add a little bit of salt because we are going to add a few flavors, and this will just act as a sort of enhancement for those. From here, we're just going to add a little bit of texture to the chapati. So I like to do this in a form of seeds. Sometimes we'll use flax seeds. Today, we're just going to use sunflower seeds and our pumpkin seeds. One thing to remember with the pumpkin seeds is this will make, you can see this sort of granule texture in here. This will make the chapatis less flat than normal. So with this, what we're doing is I like to add elements of flavor wherever I can. For here, we've gone with a spice using cardamom, and then we've also used tamarind. And we've put those in some hot water. I let those steep for about 3 or 5 minutes, and that is just going to infuse this water. You could also do this with some form of alcohol. I did it with water, and then I'm just cooling this down. And then this isn't going to add much of a prominent flavor at all. It's just going to be that subtle hint that only a few people would probably really even realize in the first place. So from here, you just want to mix this flour in with the water. Really, you don't have to use this separate dish. I'm doing that for now. But you could go straight on to your cutting board or your chopping block. From here, you just want to put some flour on. I would stress, I didn't really do it in this particular example, I would stress not putting on as much flour as I did. It can result in a more sort of firm chapati. Again, this isn't going to be an exact chapati. I don't have all the tools that they would probably use for that. Also, this probably isn't as thin as that might be. I'm also not using autoflour, but for this, this gets close, and I do like the flavor of this. But so we're just going to keep rolling this out. Again, you will see there's a certain limit that you run into when you use the seeds, and as you can see that now we've gotten basically as far as we can get with those pumpkin seeds. So let's roll that out just a little bit more. Make sure it's round and circular. Make sure that presentation is on fleek. Perfect. So once you get this cooked, the best thing to do is not to pull it straight out. You'll see it's a little firm. It is pretty pliable, as you can see. You want to put it in a towel, sort of like a tortilla. But man, once you pair this with some chili oil, there's nothing to beat. Thanks, guys.